It is time for us to start talking cricket. Lovely cricket. Our national pastime is back. And so with the two finals on this weekend, we got to talk about it. And so we're happy to be joined by the Director of Marketing and Communications at the Barbados Cricket Association, Stephen Leslie. Stephen, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Pearson. Hope you're doing well.
I'm doing well. I can see you're doing well, which is really fantastic. But then again, cricket is in your bloodstream, so you're doing great. It is so good to see that the games are once again being played across the island, and it's even better for me to hear it on the radio as well. Let's talk about the season thus far before we concentrate on this weekend.
Yeah, Pearson, we were able to resume cricket after a long layoff on the 23rd of April this year. And one of the interesting things is that many of the participants, the cricketers at the clubs and the schools, were extremely excited to get themselves back into the thick of things. I mean, certainly practicing or being able to, play with your friends is one thing, but to be able to get back into active competition was really exciting for everyone. We at the Barbados Cricket Association are in our 130th year of organized cricket in Barbados. And I can say, Pearson, that the board of directors and all of the different areas who would pull together the different matches, fixtures, etc. We're very, very excited to ensure that once we were observing the relevant health protocols that we would resume cricket in 2022. So we started on the 23rd of April. We decided to go with one of the more exciting types of formats, which is the T20 format. So we had three competitions that started then, and we moved really over the last 6 weeks to a situation where last weekend, the first of the three finals were played, and that was a really exciting finish.
Yes.
Between the Wanderers Club, which is the oldest club in Barbados, and they came up against the JCB Boscabel team. And that margin of victory, Pearson, was just one run.
Yes,
And that
yes.
game was played at the Four Square Oval. We had a really good turnout in terms of both teams had their support, and then they had the truly, passionate cricket fans that were there. So I would say we had in excess of 300 to 400 people at that Four Square Oval ground. This weekend, however, we are now moving into two of the other three finals that we have, and what we're hoping to do on Saturday is the T20 Cup final. That T20 Cup final is for the First Division and elite teams, and that would see the Sagicor UEA up against the Carlton side. And interestingly enough, Sagicor UE and Carlton are two of the few teams that have been able to actually win this competition since it started back in 2008. So we really have double champions coming up against each other. Those matches are going to begin at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then on Sunday, we are actually waiting for the T20 plate final. The two finalists are going to be determined after the second semi-final is played on Saturday. But we do know that that final will be played at the Brayton Cricket Ground, which is in St. Philip's. So again, what we're doing is we're moving the cricket not only within the central part of Barbados, but out into the different parts of the country. And we're really happy and excited to be able to conclude those first three finals this coming weekend.
Yeah, I saw the massive crowd at Foursquare last weekend, and it was so heartening to see the numbers really there representing and seeing. Now, the T20 Cup final is at North Stars, which is in St. Lucie. You know that's my parish. So right away, we want to encourage everyone to take the scenic drive down to the beautiful parish of St. Lucie to North Stars ground, which is in itself an already test match ground. It is a beautiful location to come see this final between the Sagicor UWIA and Carlton. Is on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we're going to Brayton for the other final, the play final. I was talking to our financial controller here, because she's going to be refereeing. She's going to that one for sure. You know who I'm talking about, right? And she's
I
saying
most
to me,
definitely know.
she's very excited about these finals that are on this weekend. So cricket is back, and it's already creating quite a buzz and quite some excitement. And we want to encourage as many people and as many feet and eyes to really come and support these two finals that are on this weekend. Saturday, North Stars. Sunday, the cricket ground at Brayton. You gotta be there, everybody. But overall, local cricket, because we just want to celebrate too the Barbados Pride, who have done really well in the regional competition.
Well, one of the things I wanted to say before we go on to celebrating our men's team is that the opportunity for clubs like North Stars to say a first-class cricket ground, which really, when you go to this ground, it's picturesque. It has all the facilities. It has the feeling of community. We're really happy to be able to take that final there on Saturday. And certainly when you look at what has happened in Barbados, I mean, a lot of people wanted to get out after being bottled up with the restrictions that we had, and being able to go all around the island. We've so far, knock on wood, had no stated cases that would disrupt cricket games, results of COVID.
Yes.
There was one slight hiccup, but generally we've gone very well. And that really translates into the Barbados men's senior team because Pearson, one of the things that has happened is that even though we were down, we were always seeking permission to be able to do some training and practicing for our national team. Our national team went to, well, there were 2 games in Barbados back in February, and then they finished the last 3 in Trinidad. And to be able to repeat as champions of the CWA regional tournament is an exciting achievement. I don't think people really understand the type of mental strain that sports people are actually experiencing as they go across the Caribbean or even around the world. You know, it would have been a custom where you could have a drink with a friend when you're in a different territory. Now you've got to stay with your teammates. You've got to try to be in a bubble. So those young men, I want to commend Craig Braffett as captain, Shane Dorridge as vice captain, the entire team. There wasn't a one-man show in terms of us retaining that championship. There were many very telling performances, and we always felt that once we were preparing well, as we did 3-4 days a week here at Kensington Oval, that once we prepare well with the ability and then proper strategy, that we were able to retain the championship. And Pearson, it's an excitement. Our women right now are...
I was coming to that too, yes. Go ahead.
So you can come to me soon. I mean, one of the things about it, we started 4 years ago. Those ladies who are really the cream of the crop within the whole framework of training and competition in Barbados. It's led by the effervescent Haley Matthews. We've got a really good unit. On the eve of the tournament, we had a bit of a setback where one of our internationally renowned players in Deandra Dottin, she was asked to, let's take a break for a short while, and she is in Barbados, so she's not with the team in Guyana. But the ladies started with an exciting win against Guyana 3 days ago. They won yesterday against the Leeward Islands. So within that T20 format, which is the first of 2 formats that they're competing, our Barbados senior women are well on the way to retain those championships that we really would love them to do, particularly in an environment where, again, there was COVID, and we are, as I said earlier, with one of our leading players. So we want to show the depth of our cricketing program in Barbados and certainly women's cricket on the island. And
again, compliments to the Barbados Cricket Association for all of the work. I know people got a little bit scared about the success of the cricket program, but here it is. We're seeing the fruit being borne out. And as much talk as we have about Barbados cricket, it's only because we love to see success and we're just passionate about seeing the work happen. And again, kudos to yourself and your team, your coaching team, your selection team, the whole team structure at the Barbados Cricket Association for working so hard in bringing the game back and building that excitement once again. So this weekend, so we don't forget, on Saturday, we are going to North Stars. The game starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And on Sunday, we're going to Brayton. The same start time, 2 o'clock?
2 p.m. both matches.
Do we pay to come into the venue or it's free?
No, it's free. You just can bring your picnic basket and you can just enjoy the environment at both grounds this coming weekend.
Yeah, boy. I mean, we have almost 2 winners on Saturday who are battling it out to see who is going to be the ultimate T20 Cup final list. And then we have on Sunday, we don't know yet because Saturday will determine who plays on Sunday. So Sunday is going to be another nail biter. Stephen, there's so much to be excited about. All of this coverage is on 94.7, the best 24/7 for the ultimate Barbadian experience. I want to thank you, Stephen, and the folks at the Barbados Cricket Association for lending your support to bring cricket back to radio as well. We at the CBC fully appreciate the partnership, and we're excited to work with you on making sure that we reignite in Barbados that fire for Barbados and West Indies cricket. Thank you so much.